Alright, hey guys, what's going on? ElectricX here, and today we are back in Scrap Mechanic with the majestic vehicle that I used for my Scrapkhana video. If you haven't seen that, please do go check it out. I will put a link in the description of this video to that video so that you guys can go check it out. But as you can see, I have my my beautiful Hoonitruck frame that I made for that video. Now, I did one little adjustment just now before the video, where in the video this thing like really slammed down to the ground, but as you can see I've raised it up just a little bit because I kept on like hitting the track and like really small bumps and stuff like that, and it was really annoying. So I'm gonna test this out now and see if it actually helped or not. And yeah, so after that, I will kind of explain to you guys how. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on doing the lift stuff. On how this works, and some of the features, or the kind of one feature that I actually added to this. I don't like how I keep having to put this on a lift. So close.
6.5 hours later.
Oh geez, yeah, well that one's to be expected because that's kind of a big transition there. Here we go. Whoa. I'm kind of wondering if there's a way that I can actually stiffen the suspension. Oh, this thing is so drifty. It's really nice, but kind of hard to control sometimes. And also sometimes that happens if you have this in what I like to call road mode. This thing is so drifty. It's so fun to play around with. But one of the main reasons, at first, like when I added the camber to the wheels, by the way, you activate that by hitting number 1. And the original reason was just to have it because it was kind of cool. But then I discovered that it actually makes the car a lot more stable when you're on the road, so it doesn't actually like flip over as much. But as of right now, the thing seems to be working, as I'm not hitting any of those bumps I was talking about yet. Knock on wood. See there, that one was the wheels this time. It wasn't the actual front bumper, and I didn't just stop completely, which is nice. Look at that drift. Yes. Oh, that was a little much. Okay, nailed it. But yeah. That's really the only feature that I have on this thing, and I'm wondering if I should actually like stiffen up the suspension for like the whole thing, or if I should try to make an option for that, which I think I might have figured out a couple ways that I can incorporate that into the thing, because that would be quite helpful, especially if I can actually get this back on the track. That would be really nice. And I did the same thing that I did with the jump. Yeah. Let me just turn that around. There we go. Alright, let me show you the on the road without doing the camber, which in theory this should tip over very easily, or fairly easily at least. You do have a little bit more ground clearance. That's why this is off-road mode, because like look, see, that's what happens pretty much. See, look at that. Alright, so let's put this into road mode for the last like 10 feet of the course, and then there we go. And now we can put it in off-road mode, and it doesn't really tip over when it's off-road because it slides out so much more, or it slides out so much easier. It has a lot less traction, which is really good for some of this off-road drifting. So yeah, this is really nice. I really like the way this turned out, and yeah, and so I'm kind of thinking I want to, so like my method of actually like being able to stiffen up the suspension is adding like pistons or something, so that it can't quite go as far as it does. Now, I don't know how glitchy that's going to be. Another thing that I was thinking of was making like bearing suspension with the smart engine. I could slap another one on here for the bearing for bearing suspension. However, I don't know how well that's going to work with the stiffness, because I played with that once with pistons and it wasn't very. It kind of glitched out a lot. Like it just like it was wonky, and it got wonky a lot. But I'm wondering if I do it with bearings, it'll be different. So yeah, some of the details about this thing. There's no like. Obviously, there's no like a Monster Energy logos or whatever in Scrap Mechanics. So what I did was I just painted it like that lime green. This is not painted because this is the angle of the smart engine, so I have to keep that color, and that's the speed. That's why that's white. This one just feeds into that, so that can be whatever color. So I have the engine parts mod. I forget who made it, so credit to whoever made it. And I have a supercharger here that I painted that lime Monster Energy green, and I have a V10 engine, which I only use like 4 of them for each wheel. So yeah, this is actually all-wheel drive. So as you can see, I have engines connecting to each wheel, because I think that all-wheel drive cars are easier to control while drifting than rear-wheel drive cars. At least in Forza, that's where I got the idea to make this all-wheel drive. I also tested this both all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive to see which one works better, and I think the all-wheel drive works better. So yeah, that's why that's that. And then I have the camo style Hoonicorn style that Ken Block usually has on his cars, like the camo with the black and the gray. And then I have the red and the blue suspension, kind of to represent the American flag colors that he has on his thing. I wonder if I can actually paint the calipers on these bearings. I kind of want to try that now. Like, I'd probably make these red and then make these ones blue. So yeah, I'll give that one a shot. We got the 43. Pretty sure his number's 43. At first I thought it was 40. At first when I was first making this thing, I thought it was, I put 41, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think he's 43, so correct me if I'm wrong on either of those, but I'm pretty sure he's 43. I was playing around with my Hoonitruck in Forza today. I should have checked that if I was thinking about it at the time. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to explain on this as of yet. So I think I'm going to go into a little bit of a build session or whatever, and see what features I could add to this, experiment with the suspension, and also see if I can paint the calipers, because that's probably the first thing I'll do. So let me actually bring up my control thing here so I can actually see what I'm doing, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
2 hours later.
Alright, and I have returned. So this is the final product here of the Hoonitruck frame, and as you can see, there is a bit more logic, number logic and stuff in the back, and also I have, if I just zoom in here, I got this accelerometer and speedometer here, and I've never actually done the first person in this before. It's kind of cool. Oh jeez. Alright, but basically what this logic does is this allows us to, when we're coasting, it allows the back wheels to spin freely, but when I hit W or S, it increases the power to like 10,000 or whatever, and it allows the engines to actually spin the wheels, and also it also allows us, if we hit 1, hold on, I just gotta get to some flat ground if I can speak. If we hit 1, it activates the handbrake, basically. So you can see those wheels completely stop moving, and if I go like this, I can't really move very well. I mean, I guess I can, but yeah, I think this is kind of a neat little feature that I wanted to add in, was a handbrake, where it would make it a lot easier to drift if you use the handbrake rather than if you don't, because if you don't, then it's kind of awkward and you kind of have to get into it somehow. I did end up trying the suspension thing, but it did not end up working because like it would just glitch out a little bit too much. So it's a cool concept, but I don't think it works very well right now with the current status of the mod. And yeah, that's really about all I did in regards to that. Also, I did switch out the wheels because I think these look more like a truck, and they're kind of cool, and I like them. And if we hit 2, it still does this, and it's still really low. But the suspension is changed. I actually changed it to a modded sport suspension rather than the vanilla one, because it's just, I think it's a little bit better for what we need it for. And I can always adjust it later if I need to, but for now, it works, and it's not bad. So I'm just gonna give this a spin on the track here, and then yeah, I think that's really gonna be it. I think tomorrow I would like to make another version of this track, but like bigger, so you have more room to drift. Because this track, I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of small, and the drifting in Scrap Mechanic, I mean, it exists, but it's not great. So yeah. Oh yeah, I meant to add water here as well. Look at this floating tree. Very nice. That's all I wanted to do. But it's kind of neat. Look at that. Oh yeah, the handbrake's on. Gotta take off the handbrake. And we can just drive right into the pond. That makes sense. Whee! 2 to go into road mode. Alright, and I'm going to do the best I can with follow cam on. And here we go. We are Ken Block now, everyone. I think this model is a little bit slower than the first one, but that's easily fixable. The control, though, you have a lot more control. I say that, and then I hit the wall. Whee! So yeah, I think I want to make another drift track that's more acclimated for this car. Because, oh yes, look at that! Look at that, we can actually get some decent drifts here. Oh geez. Yeah, but just keep it in road mode. Just do a little bit of braking there so that I don't go flying off the course. And that's a beautiful view of my butt there. That was magical. Cue the start of YMCA. Oh yes! The drifting! This is so cool because it's so controllable when you're not using the handbrake, but then when you are using the handbrake, it actually like slides. It works so well. Okay, in the comments below, should I make another Scrapkhana? I mean, obviously I'm going to tune this to probably be a little bit faster because, is the handbrake on? No, it's not. I am probably going to tune this to be a little bit faster because at the moment it is kind of slow, but new Scrapkhana question mark. Comment down below if you want to see another Scrapkhana with this version of the Hoonitruck. But just like that, we are done with the course, and that sadly means we are done with the video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like and to subscribe and do everything you can to make this channel the most popular on YouTube. And be sure to click that bell for notifications to know when the latest and most amazing from ElectricX comes out. And be sure to comment down below if I should make another Scrapkhana with this truck. I'm obviously going to tune it, make it a little faster. But the drifting with this is really, like, it's really easy to handle. I say that and then I flip it. But yeah, let me know, and I will see you all next time. Bye.